Ang Pilipinas ay isa sa pinakamalaking archipelago na bansa sa mundo. Ito ay matatagpuan sa Timog Silangang Asya sa kanlurang karagatang Pasipiko. Ang mga isla ay malawak na nakategorya sa ilalim ng tatlong pangunahing geographical na dibisyon mula Hilaga hanggang Timog. Ito ay Luzon, Visayas at Mindanao. Binubuo ito ng higit sa 7,000 isla at pulo, kung saan ang 2,000 lamang ang tinitirhan ng mga tao at ang 5,000 ang hindi pinangalanan.
Ang Pilipinas ay isang multinational na estado na may magkakaibang etnisidad at kultura sa buong isla nito. Ang Maynila ang kabisera ng bansa, habang ang pinakamalaking lungsod ay ang Quezon City na parehong nasa loob ng urban area ng Metro Manila. Ang Pilipinas ay matatagpuan sa Timog Silangang Asya, sa silangang gilid ng Asiatic Mediterranean. Ang Pilipinas ay napapaligiran ng South China Sea sa kanluran, Philippine Sea sa kasilangan, at Celebes Sea sa timog kanluran. Ang kabisera at pangunahing daungan ng pagpasok ay ang Maynila.
The Philippines administrative system is dynamic, shaped, and evolved through time. From Spanish colonial period to the present administration, the mode of bureaucracy is adapted, patterned, and improved depending on the needs and wants of the administration. Needs in terms of the welfare of the society. So the Philippine administrative system empowers people because it institutionalizes access to service, decentralizes and makes operations transparent, listens and works with people, and the procedures done should be made simple and the local language shall be used. The Philippines is a republic with a presidential form of government wherein power is equally divided among its three branches, the executive, legislative, and judicial. The government seeks to act in the best interest of its citizens through the system of check and balance. So the legislative branch makes the laws by the Congress compromise of the House of Representatives and Senate, while the judicial branch, it is where the laws were evaluated by the Supreme Court and the other courts. The executive branch carries out the laws by the President, Vice President, Cabinet members, and most federal agencies. So when you will look at the chart, it will help you to better understand how the Philippine administrative system works. The local government in the Philippines is divided into three levels: provinces and independent cities, component cities and municipalities, barangays, all of which collectively known as local government units or simply LGUs. Cities and provinces are often but not necessarily led by an elected barangay councilor. So the LGUs play a major role in the community because they provide the links between the people and government. They address its community's problems and concerns. They also enforce policies and hold influence over its communities. The LGUs are basically an information portal designed to equip local government officials and staff with updates, innovations, and best practices in the community. Local government.
Good evening to each and everyone. My name is Evangeline Estocado, and my report is about Philippine languages. There are over 120 languages spoken in the Philippines. Filipino, the standard form of Tagalog. It is the national language and used in formal education throughout the country. The Philippines has 8 major dialects: Bicol, Cebuano, Hiligaynon, Ilocano, Kapampangan, Pangasinan, Tagalog, and Waray. The language being taught all over the Philippines is Tagalog and English. As I've said, 8 major dialects spoken by the majority of the Filipinos, and number 1 is Tagalog. It is a central Philippine language within the Austronesian language family, the primary language of Manila. Tagalog, meaning river dweller, is a native language to the area and was declared the first official language of the country. For example, Magandang umaga. That is good morning. Kumusta ka? How are you? Salamat. Thank you. Second is the Cebuano. Cebuano, also referred to by most of its speakers simply and generically as Binisaya. As an Austronesian language spoken in the southern Philippines, specifically influenced the central Visayas, western part of eastern Visayas, and most of the Mindanao. For example, maayong adlaw, good day, unsa imong ngalan, what's your name? Nalipay ko nga na ilhan kika, I'm happy to know you. Kita taug nga, see you tomorrow. And thirdly is Bicol. The Bicol language or the Bicolano languages are a group of Central Philippine language spoken mostly in the Bicol Peninsula and the island of Luzon, the neighboring island province of Catanduanes, and the island of Burias in Masbate. For example, Marhay na aldaw, good morning. Daragang magayon, a beautiful lady. Ano ang pangaran mo? What is your name? Kaugmahan kong mabisto ka. I'm glad to meet you.
Continuing the Filipinos' 8 major dialects, number 4 is Hiligaynon or Ilonggo. Meaning people, often referred to as Ilonggo people or Panayan people, are a Visayan ethnic group whose primary language is Hiligaynon, an Austronesian language of the Visayan branch native to Panay, Guimaras, and Negros. Over the years, intermigrations and intermigrations have contributed to the diaspora of the Hiligaynons to different parts of the Philippines. Today, the Hiligaynon form the majority in the provinces of Iloilo, Negros Occidental, Guimaras, Capiz, South Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, and North Cotabato. For example, maayong aga, which means good morning. Nilipay ako makilala ka, which means pleased to meet you. Continue. Number 5 is Ilocano. Ilocano is a regional Austronesian language spoken in the northern part of Luzon and is sometimes referred to as Ilocano, Iloco, or Iluco. Some people refer to Ilocano as a dialect. Here are the examples of some phrases and words from Ilocano. Naimbag nga bigat, which means good morning. Kumusta mag-an, which means how are you. Napintas, which means maganda. Number 6 is Kapampangan. It is the primary and predominant language of the entire province of Pampanga and southern Tarlac. On the southern part of Luzon's Central Plains geographic region, most of whom belong to the Kapampangan ethnic group. Here are the example phrases from Kapampangan. Mayap aabak, which means good morning. Dakal asalamat, which means maraming salamat. Kumusta ka, which means how are you. Number 7 is Pangasinense or Pangalatok. It is the primary and predominant language of the entire province of Pangasinan and northern Tarlac. On the northern part of Luzon's Central Plains geographic region, most of whom belong to the Pangasinan ethnic group. Here are some phrases from Pangasinense or Pangalatok. Maabigya kabuwasan, which means good morning. Gabay ta ka, which means I like you. Antuya, which means what are these? Number 8, Waray or Waray-Waray. It is a member of the Visayan branch of the Central Philippine language family spoken by 3 million people in the Philippines in the provinces of Samar, Northern Samar, Eastern Samar, Leyte, and Biliran. Here are the examples of some phrases from Waray. Maupay nga gabi, which means good evening.
Damo wa salamat, which means maraming salamat. Uno ingan mo, which means, what's your name? Filipino beliefs and traditions. Philippines proudly boasts to be the only Christian nation in Asia. More than 86% of the population is Roman Catholic, 6% belong to various nationalized Christian cults, and another 2% belong to well over 100% Protestant denominations. Filipino